What's up, everyone? Welcome down to another episode of The Vault. Alongside myself, I got my buddy here, Mr. Walter Morgan. What's happening, Walt?
Hey, how you doing?
Nice to see you.
Good seeing you.
You know. So today's movie review day, and we like to review most of the horror stuff that comes out. And we both just went and saw The Dead Don't Die.
But it did.
We'll get back to that. Take a little look at this.
What the hell was it? A wild animal?
This is really awful. Maybe the worst thing I've ever seen.
What was it, wild animals?
So what are you thinking?
I'm thinking zombies.
What?
You know, the undead. Ghouls.
Now, that deadpan delivery between Adam Driver and Bill Murray, I thought I was going to love that, and I got tired of it after a while. I have to honestly say that so far we've reviewed the movies reviewed. I kind of have liked them, and people have kind of ripped me on them. Didn't like this one, and I like horror comedies, and I like zombie comedies, and Shaun of the Dead, you know.
Yeah, after Black Summer reviewing that,
Yeah,
this is a real letdown for that.
This was a real letdown. I have to say that it feels like lazy script writing. There didn't really seem like a direction in there, and they had such a great cast.
And it as a slow buildup, and you were hoping for so much because a lot of movies, right away the zombies are going. This one, it was a nice slow entrance, but you want that crescendo of violence and gore that we never really got.
We never, and the zombies that, and Walter pointed out when we were watching it, they never ate the brain.
It was
They
opposite.
never went through the head. They always went body parts, and any of the
Stomach,
kill scenes
mostly,
didn't
yeah.
have when they would chop the heads off. There was no blood and gore. It was like this computer generated smoke or ash or something like this. There were a couple of rockers in the movie. Tom Waits was in it, which I didn't think he did the greatest job. And Iggy Pop played one of the. Check this out. This is Iggy Pop and one of his stronger scenes.
Coffee.
Well, I think that was the part that was really only funny is because he wanted coffee. You know what I mean? And Iggy was
Sometimes
drinking.
the trailers are better than the movie.
I'll tell you what. On this one, we're gonna have to say that. But I just,
or they mislead you, I should say.
I don't know. I guess we're lucky that Chucky's coming out next week because, I'm looking forward to that, to reviewing that one. I was a huge fan of Child's Play, but man,
I didn't think this movie knew what it wanted to do. It was quirky, but it wasn't campy enough and funny, and it wasn't scary or horror-ish. So I didn't know it had an identity. Didn't have an identity.
It's like you could see zombies walking in commercials now. So the whole allure of zombies is like to see how the creature looks and how they act and the facial expressions. It was like, when the zombies were actually in the movie, it was like, almost just as boring as when they weren't in the movies. And what was this trying to do? What was this movie trying to do, Walter?
Pay homage to other movies and stars that are in the movie, and they try to play off it.
But, I mean, I don't know what they had there. All these actors are A-list actors. This movie had to cost so much just from paying these guys. They didn't do it for free. I hope they're not going to make any money off this one. I'm telling you right now. Don't even wait for Netflix on this one. I just didn't think there was anything cool about it. It wasn't funny. It wasn't, like I said, their candor, it was very deadpan. I mean, if you're in a zombie Holocaust situation, you're like, oh my God, you're screaming and going nuts. And this one was like, they're like, I think, just kind of casually.
I thought it was also like kind of the opposite effect of the Return of the Living Dead, which has the comedy but has the gore, and this one just couldn't fit in that.
Well, they were trying to play off of some comedy, like that the dead people would go back to what they naturally did. So
before
they were alive. So what they like to do. So I guess Carol Kane, she plays the town drunk. When she finally awakens, first thing she says is Chardonnay. It's like, and she's like wino. She's a wino. So it was dumb little one-liners like that just didn't.
What did you think of Steve Buscemi?
Steve Buscemi was probably the best thing to the movie, and
too small a role.
But too small a role. He played a typical Steve Buscemi asshole, But again, I think the star power here didn't help this one iota. I don't know for you, Walter. I'm going to say, give this one this fucking hugest horns down, fucker. This thing sucks. I don't know. I feel bad for anybody who's going to who wasted their money on it and then saw this review.
I wonder who got me to go see this movie.
It was me.
And sucked my money up.
It was me that sucked your money up, that told you to go watch this. Because in the vault, we're going to review horror movies as they come out. That's my thing.
Zombies.
I mean, look at my set. You know, I love horror movies. It's part of what I am, metal in horror movies. And so we're going to see them. I guess we liked Godzilla. I liked Godzilla. I thought that one was good. And I actually liked Curse of La Llorona, even though I took shit on for that. But it had some scares. I had a good fright. But this one had no, I didn't laugh. Even I pointed to you after about an hour of the movie and said, you know, the zombies finally come in after an hour, and like an hour's went by, and it's just, you know,
we were waiting for it. But
awful
it
dialogue.
just never got there.
I mean, if you want to go there and like make out with your girlfriend, this is a great movie because number one, it's going to be empty. Number two, you won't have a problem. You're not going to miss anything. So, I don't know. What do you think, Walt? Anything else on this one?
Go see it, and you won't like it.
Hey, we told you what we are. We'll try to get this up quick enough to let you know, to give you a heads up. But as far as I'm concerned, the dead died hardly in this fucking movie. Bad.
It died all right.
Yeah, and leave me all the shitty comments. Don't go see it. I don't care. And remember to subscribe to my channel. And when you're watching my channel, watch it on your TV. I watch all of my YouTube stuff on TV. It looks so much better. My intro and everything, don't you think, Walt?
Oh, yeah, I
so
do
much
too,
better.
for sure.
So anyway, subscribe to my channel, and we'll see you for the next movie. Child's Play next week. We'll see you for Child's Play. Later.